Alright, so today we're in Zone 2 because I'm going to be making a guide on Tower of Double Trouble, which is low and sand. This is a really good first this is a really good first SC, but yeah, to get to the tower, it's a bit of a long walk, but basically come to like the very top, cross the bridge. Also, this lobby recently got a revamp. It looks pretty good. But anyways, once you get up here, go behind the rocks. And once you're here, you'll see a path over here. And just do the parkour. And go through the vines, and the tower is right here. So basically, this tower has, it has B and C side, which added up technically makes it 20 floors. That's why it's called Double Trouble. But yeah, this tower is really long, and it's mainly purist. So to start out, just a bunch of stick outs onto trusses. And then here, make sure you like turn in kind of quick. Also, there's like a lot of, there used to be a lot of high jump skips, and you can probably do heli lag high jump to skip a lot, but I'm not going to be showing that. But the first kind of hard part is here, this squeeze. You basically just have to turn at the right time and land on the stud. You'll eventually just get used to it. But then just do these wraps. And then jump to the ladder. And then we're on floor 2. So first we just have like long stick outs. Make sure to do that jump like that, where you use shift lock, go all the way to the left, then just turn and do it normal. That's like the best strategy for that. Then you don't have to go too fast on this kill brick. Just make sure you don't mess up while trying to rush. Then come this way, another long stick out. Then swinging platforms that barely even swing at all. Then what I like to do here is I jump forward. Here I land on the bottom one. And then I don't bother doing this awkward jump on top. I just jump straight from the bottom and just treat it like a long jump. And it's usually easier for me. Then just jump down. That's a weird wraparound. I'll be right back. Also, I forgot to mention, you can skip these jumps by just doing this long wraparound. But the wrap is probably harder than the actual jump, so I don't recommend it. But anyways, back to this jump. You have to turn really quickly like that. It's a bit of a hard jump. Then just come over here. And here's the first tightrope wrap of the tower. There are like 5 of these in the tower, and this is like the easiest one. They get a lot harder. So if you're not good at tightrope wraps, then probably should practice those. But yeah, I do tightrope wraps like that. It's probably the best strategy to just treat it like a wrap, and then just land sideways, and you should land it. Then you just got these wraparounds, then a stick out, and then we're about to be on floor 3. And you should probably turn your graphics up for this part, because they slowly fade away and it's hard to see. I almost missed the last stud, but yeah. it's hard to see the last one. But now we're on floor 3. So floor 3 is one of the harder floors. So to start out, you just got these slanted parts. And then it's just simple wraparounds. And I usually do this head hitter like that. Like I treat it like I'm about to do a wraparound and then just do the head hitter. So I don't like get lodged or anything. And here, so just first do this normal stick out. And then these. So what I like to do is just, it's harder than it looks, trust me. But basically I walk up, go halfway off, turn, and then just turn really quickly. And that's the easier one. The harder one is right here. But yeah. Then we just have these long jumps. So just take your time. Then this like long wrap. Then just normal one studs. And here's the next tightrope wrap. That one's not that hard. And I usually do this jump in first person because it's not that long of a jump. And then here's one of the only Klein objects other than kill bricks. It's really easy though. And once you're here, what you're going to want to do is go to the edge of this and just send it, because trust me, it's way farther than it actually looks. Or if you want, you can go from there to like this lower part, and that might be easier for you. But I like to just jump right to there. But anyways, I think this jump is equivalent to a 12 stud, so be careful. Then do that wrap, and then here's the second one. But once you do that, just do a couple more jumps, and then we're on floor 4. But yeah, make sure you practice floor 3 a lot. And then here is a 10 stud wrap, so be careful. You should probably know how to do those if you want to beat this. Then you can just flick around these trusses. Then you can just flick around that, or you can like, I don't know, try and like bang your head against it and turn around. Either one works. It's probably easier to do it the other way. Then do these wraparounds. This is that stick out seems far, but it's not that bad. So just don't be too stressed out on it. Then you got normal wraps. And do this jump from that. Don't actually do it from there. Do it from where I did it from. It's a lot easier. And these circle wraparounds, they can get pretty big. But yeah, like this. Don't underestimate these, because they're really far. Then you got one studs that fade. The last one's easier to see than the other one down there. Then we got another spinner. Jump to here. Do some big wraps. Again, don't underestimate those because they're pretty far. Do a long jump to the ladder. Then we got wedges. They're not that bad. Just go to the bottom of the wedge and wrap and you should be good. Then go to like the edge like this, turn, and then do the wrap. And this wrap is like, I think, equivalent to a 10 stud. Also, make sure you like flick in like how I did, or else you won't get enough height. So be careful there. And now I think we're on 5. Be careful on these jumps, they're a bit far. Flick off the ladder. And be careful on this truss, like flicking off, because sometimes you don't get enough distance and you just don't make it to here, so just keep in mind it's far. Then do these wraps, and now we have walkarounds. So then 2 walkarounds and then a 9 stud. Then make sure when you're getting off of it, you don't hit your head. So just be careful of that. Then we got another tightrope wrap, but what you're gonna want to do here is don't go down that. Just wrap from here straight to there. It's a lot easier. Then do these wrap rounds. Be careful when you wrap to the ladder, it's kind of far. Then we got more swinging platforms that barely swing at all. Then we got a tower of thinning layers moment. Be really careful on these, because you have to be pretty precise. But once you do that, jump to there. Now we're on floor 6. So just flick off the ladder. Getting some more ladder gameplay. Then we have thin studs. Not that hard. Then jump off the ball. Here, don't stress that jump out. It's really easy. Just fit through this gap and you should be fine. And that wrap is pretty far that I just did. So like be very careful because I almost missed it myself. Then wrap. Make sure to fit through that. I don't think you actually can hit your head, but you might be able to. Then more wrap rounds. You could probably, yeah, you can high jump skip this, like that. Because this is a pretty far jump. So if you want to high jump skip it, you can. But, yeah. Anyways, this squeeze is pretty annoying. I usually do it in first person, but you can do it in third person if you want. Then wrap to the ladder. Go to the tightrope. Be careful at the end because it's like it goes into the wall. More wraps. And then we got these final wrap rounds that slowly get bigger. Keep doing these. And make sure you do this from the left side. Don't try to do it from the right side. It's probably possible, but it's like nil. Just make sure you do it from the left side. And then this one, do it from the right. And then we're on floor 7. So just wrap to here. And now we got a small button part. All you have to do is get to, I think, around here. Yeah, you have to get to there. But don't rush the tightrope wrap. Because you're going to have enough time even if you take it slow. Like, see, I had 2 extra seconds and I took the tightrope wrap slow. So just don't stress. Then we have these, like, this weird structure of wraps and ladders. And I got caught. Okay, I saved it. I'll be right back. Okay. So this is not actually that hard. I just like clipped myself on that. So make sure you don't do what I did. Then just do simple wraps. And we're about to be on floor 8. We just have these wraps slowly get bigger, so be careful. Make sure you do it from the right side. I'm pretty sure I rushed once and just wrapped from the left side and messed up because you can't actually do it from there. So yeah. But do these pretty long wraparounds. They're a bit difficult. Make sure you do this from the right side. Then jump on here. And then this is another one of the jumps from like floor 4, I think. Except it's not as hard. Then make sure you fit in this gap. To treat it how I did it, where I go forward and then turn sideways at the right time. Then be careful on that head hitter. Then we have another one of these. Be careful there. Then we have thin stud wrap. And if you fail it, just make sure you catch yourself on the cylinder below. Then climb the ladder. This is a pretty far jump, so be careful. And we're almost on 9. And 9 is a speedrun floor. This is another really long jump. And that's a very long wraparound. I almost failed that. Also, no, you can't wall hop. And I think that's a 10 stud. Yeah, that's a 10 stud. So be careful. And, alright, so I'm pretty sure you have to get to floor 10 from this speed run. So I'm not going to be able to explain much, so just follow what I do. Just jump, make sure you jump on the neon part. Then come up this way. This is a very tight wraparound, so turn quickly. That's a pretty far jump too. Make sure you turn there. And that, you have to turn quickly there too. And just a few more wraps. Make sure you climb that. I've failed before on that. And come around this way. Be careful. And if you have as much time as I do, then you could just take your time on these 1 studs. And you're safe here. So yeah. And then this floor has 2 pretty long tightrope wraps. So be careful. The first one's right here. There we go. Then I think this is like equivalent to a 10 stud. I don't really know, but the point is it's pretty far. Then this. I'm pretty sure there was a skip that they would do to skip this, but I don't remember what it is. But all I know is that jump is literally so bad. And I think there's another one of that jump that you can skip, and I think I'm gonna do that if I can remember how. But here's the other tightrope wrap. Be very careful. Yeah, the skip is here, and it doesn't skip a checkpoint. So what you're gonna want to do, make sure you have like a healing item or something. Touch the button, jump up to that, and then just jump to the kill bricks. Jump on top of here. Actually, don't worry about the timer, because the timer doesn't matter. But basically, doing that skip to get up over here, it's a really easy skip. And also, it skips this dumb ball wrap around. It is really bad. But yeah, anyway, you can choose to do that ball wrap if you want to, but it's really bad, so I don't suggest doing it. But once you're here, you can hit your head there, so be careful. But you're probably gonna be really stressed when you get here if it's your first time, so be careful on the trusses. Make sure you do not fail this wraparound right here. That would literally be so sad if you failed that, because we're about to get to B side. But yeah, just please take your time here. Just jump off, don't flick or else you'll hit your head. Don't try and flick up from here because you might hit your head, so make sure you turn one and then flick up. Then you have these final long wraparounds, so just please don't fail those. And then you have a final tightrope over to B side, and make sure you fit between there because I've gotten pushed out by there once when I was trying to rebeat this. But yeah, if you don't give up, you basically win. But we're not close to being done yet, so don't think we're done. But this B-side basically has a bunch of buttons, so just follow the route I take, I guess, if I can even remember what to do. Pretty sure hit both of these, then go back, and then we're on B-side floor 2, I guess. I don't really know how to call it. But the point is, B-side is really easy, and it's all netted. There's some progress loss. Like it says, falling back here will be sent back to the floor with the dropper. But, yeah, just take your time. And it's not a big deal if you fall and get sent back like one floor. But anyways, come over here. This floor is basically just a bunch of morphers. But it's just a little hard to see because of the neon. So just be careful. And then touch this button. And then there is a ledge here. So it's a pretty long jump, but you can climb. And then once you hit that, come back this way. Don't touch any of those morphers, or else you'll lose progress. Don't touch that morpher, just jump to the studs. Wrap around. Touch that, and that's the final morpher of this floor. That's a pretty long wrap as well, and you can't really see. Just make sure you don't touch any of the other morphers. Then just drop down. Make sure you don't fall back. This will also send you back to the beginning of the dropper. But this floor I'm pretty sure is a lot easier. Just do that. Then we got a tightrope wrap. That's probably equivalent to like a 10 stud wrap round, so be careful. Don't take too much damage by the spinner either. Just be careful. You don't have to rush that tightrope either. And then here, you're gonna want to heal up. Jump down, hit the button, and just hide here. This would be really hard to survive, like legit, but you can just hide in the corners and it literally won't hit you. So just hide in the corners and wait out the timer. If you want to try and survive this for some reason, if you're crazy, then go for it. But yeah, just better, it's better just to not. Then just go down here, and this is not progress loss, so you can chill on this floor. I am being really bad. Why is this? Alright, that wraparound is kind of long. But anyways, hit this button. Go a little bit fast. I kind of messed that up. Okay, so you have to just get all the buttons. I kind of forgot how to do this. So hit this button. Go this way to this button. Just make sure that all the timers don't run out. As long as there's a timer on the screen, you're fine. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Then just do that tightrope wrap. Hit this last button. And get out the door. And now we're on Seaside. So get ready to be here for a while. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, the only thing I want to say is please do not give up. Seaside can be very annoying at times if you didn't practice it. But just don't give up. Because if this is your first time getting here, it's probably going to be hard to get back. So just don't give up. But anyways, do these simple wraps. Then you have just long jumps. Be careful on that one too. That's a very long wraparound. Then we're on floor 2 of B-side. And there's 5 floors of B-side, we're on floor 2 of C-side, and there's 5 floors of B-side and C-side. So we're on 2 of 5. Then we have, don't go up too far on this. I went up too low apparently. Go up as far as you think you can, then jump off and climb it. Then we have long wraparounds. Then do these weird cylinder wrap things. Head hitter. Then do these kind of far flicks, or truss flicks. Then these slowly fade. Wrap around. And then we're on floor 3. And the final floor of this part, but floor 3 of Seaside. That's a 10-stud wrap, so also be careful. Also, that's pretty long. Also, don't try and like turn around this weird structure of ladders. Just go to this part of it and then just flick off of it. Cause it's like pretty misaligned and you can like get caught on that and fall. So don't hug the wall on these parts or else you could fall. Then this is floor 5 of ToDT. They disappear. So what you're going to want to do is just make that wrap disappear. Then go somewhat fast. You don't need to go too fast. Just keep up the pace. And I messed up apparently, but I saved it. It's fine. But yeah, you don't need to go like really fast, just try and keep up the pace a little. And then you can do a skip if you have T-pose. Actually, I don't even think you need T-pose. Just jump from where I did to the teleporter. And then here we'll send you back to the beginning of Seaside. So be careful, jump on the neon. You can jump to this lower part and then jump up. Make sure to land on the side of this ladder. That's what I do. Then flick off. And then these tight ropes go into the wall, so be really careful. Unlike what I did. Don't be me. But just be careful on these tight ropes. Then jump to here. Just be, overall, be very careful here. Or else you'll be sent back to the beginning of Seaside. Also, these platforms above are telling you that that's like a wall, so just don't hit your head. And then we're on floor 5, I think, of B-side. So this isn't the final floor of the tower, but this is the final floor of C-side, I think. So these, just try and do those wraparounds that I just did and the one studs. And then here, don't turn around these. Just flick. Trust me, it's better to flick. And then flick and do like a head hitter thing. And then go where I am. Jump around these. Be very careful. Go on the tightrope. That's a long wraparound. We're coming close to the end of this floor. Just get to this white pad. And here we are. Final floor of the tower. Don't mess this up. You'll be back to the beginning of the Seaside if you mess this up. So just be careful. So just get up that. Be careful because it's 2 studs. Wrap around. Here, turn like that. Then flick. Make sure you climb there. That could be a pretty difficult jump. And then you can, I think you can like do a skip, like a wall hop skip there, but I'm not going to. I almost failed that. You can sometimes when you jump here, you can just automatically jump to the top part, but I didn't there, obviously. Then just get to this one stud. Don't take too much damage. So close to the end, the wind pad's right there. Here, again, do not turn around these. Land it on this part, flick to here, and flick again. And just do a wrap. And the final 3 jumps of the tower. The first one is a 10 stud. This is literally the hardest jump of the tower. I'm kidding you not. It's a 4 stud stick out. That's rotated a bit. So if you don't know how to do that, you should definitely practice that. I probably just made it look easy, but it's literally the hardest jump of the tower. And here we are. You better not fail this. If you fail that, that's just sad. But anyways, that's the tower. But yeah. Beaten in 35 minutes. Hopefully you didn't get stuck on Seaside for that long if you did beat this. Also, this is like a one-way window. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I hope this guide helped you.